Hi, this is Joette with BalloonCoach.com, and today I am sharing with you relationships are key to business success. I purchased my balloon business in 2003. I didn't know much about running a business, but I knew a lot about making friends and building relationships. I have a background in adventure-based counseling, and I worked as a social worker for several years. I did not know when purchasing my balloon business that my social skills would be one of my keys to success. Yes, relationships are the key to business success. It's not about having a business degree or how many letters are behind your name. I know in the balloon world, people are often asked if you're a CBA, certified balloon artist, or not, when you're going to conventions and things like that. And yes, that training is valuable and full of great tools. However, if you have a CBA and you do not go out and build relationships with other event vendors, business leaders in your community, and with potential customers, you're not going to grow as quickly as you like. You also build relationships via your social media and online interactions. My question for you today is, are you willing to find out about and apply 9 habits of people who build extraordinary relationships? Following is an article from Inc. by Jeff Hayden, published April 3rd of 2013. I feel that the information he put together is very straightforward and things that you can easily give yourself as homework to apply to the relationships you are growing in your business. Professional success is important to everyone, but still, success is business and in life means different things to different people, as it should. But one fact is universal. Real success, the kind that exists on multiple levels, is impossible without building great relationships. Real success is possible unless you treat other people with kindness, regard, and respect. After all, you can be a rich jerk, but you'll also be a lonely jerk. That's why people who build extraordinary business relationships, number one, take the hit. A customer gets mad, a vendor complains about poor service, a mutual friend feels slighted. Sometimes, whatever the issue, and regardless of who is actually at fault, some people step in and take the hit. They're willing to accept the criticism or abuse because they can handle it, and they know that maybe, just maybe, that other person can't. Few acts are more selfless than taking the undeserved hit, and few acts better cement a relationship. 2, step in without being asked. It's easy to help when you're asked, and most people will, but very few people offer to help before they have been asked, even though most of the time that is when a little help will make the greatest impact. People who build extraordinary relationships pay close attention so they can tell when others are struggling. Then they offer to help, but not in a general, is there something I can do to help you way, but instead they come up with specific ways that they can help. That way they can push past the reflexive no I'm okay objections, and they can roll up their sleeves and make a difference in another person's life. Not because they want to build a better relationship, although that is certainly the result, but simply because they care. Number 3, answer the question that is not asked. Where relationships are concerned, face value is usually without value. Often people will ask a different question than the one they really want answered. A colleague might ask you whether he should teach a class at a local college. What he really wants to talk about is how to take his life in a different direction. A partner might ask how you felt about the idea he presented during the last board meeting, and he really wants to talk about is his diminished role in the running of the company. An employee might ask how you built a successful business. Instead of kissing up, he might be looking for some advice and encouragement to help him follow his own dreams. Behind many simple questions is often a larger question that goes unasked. People who build great relationships think about what lies underneath so they can answer that question too. Number 4, Know when to dial it back. Outgoing and charismatic people are usually a lot of fun until they aren't. When a major challenge pops up or a situation gets stressful, still some people can't stop expressing their individuality. Admit it. You know at least one person so in love with his personality, he can never dial it back. People who build great relationships know when to have fun and when to be serious, when to be over the top and when to be invisible, and when to take charge and when to follow. Great relationships are multifaceted and therefore require multifaceted people willing to adapt to the situation and to the people in that situation. 5. Prove they think of others. People who build great relationships don't just think about other people, they act on those thoughts. One easy way is to give unexpected praise. Everyone loves unexpected praise. It's like giving flowers, not because it's Valentine's Day, but just because. Praise helps others feel better about themselves and lets them know you're thinking about them, which, if you think about them, it's very flattering in itself. Take a little time every day to do something nice for someone you know, not because you're expected to, but simply because you can. When you do, your relationships improve dramatically. Number 6, realize when they have acted poorly. Most people apologize when their actions or words are called into question. Very few people apologize before they are asked to, or even before anyone notices that they should. Responsibility is a key building block of a great relationship. People who take the blame, who say they are sorry, and explain why they are sorry, why don't try to push any of the blame back on the other person, they are people everyone wants in their lives because they instantly turn a mistake into a bump in the road rather than a permanent roadblock. Number 7, give consistently, receive occasionally. A great relationship is mutually beneficial. In business terms, that means connecting with people who can be mentors, who can share information, who can help create other connections. In short, that means going into a relationship wanting something. The person who builds great relationships don't think about what she wants. She starts by thinking about what she can give. She sees giving as the best way to establish a real relationship and a lasting connection. She approaches building relationships as if it was all about the other person and not about her. And in the process, builds relationships with people who follow the same approach. In time, they make real connections. And in time, they make real friends. 8. Value the message by always valuing the messenger. When someone speaks from a position of power or authority or fame, it's tempting to place greater emphasis on their input, advice, and ideas. We listened to Tony Heesh, we listened to Norm Brodsky, we listened to Seth Godin, the guy who mows our lawn. Maybe we don't listen to him so much. That's unfortunate. Smart people strip away the framing that comes with the source, whether positive or negative, and consider the information, advice, or idea based solely on its merits. People who build great relationships never automatically discount the message simply because they discount the messenger. They know good advice is good advice, regardless of where it comes from. And they know good people are good people regardless of their perceived status. Start small and are happy to stay small. I sometimes wear a Reading Football Club sweatshirt. The checkout clerk in the grocery store noticed it one day and said, "Oh, you're a Reading supporter. My team is Manchester United." Normally, since I'm pretty shy, I would have just nodded and said something innocuous, but for some reason I said, "You think Man U can beat Real Madrid next week?" He gave me a huge smile and said, "Oh yeah, we'll crush them." Too bad he was wrong. Now, whenever I see him, he waves. Often from across the store, I almost always walk over to say hi and talk briefly about soccer. That's as far as our relationship is likely to go, and that's okay. For a couple of minutes, we transcend the customer-employee relationship and become two people brightening each other's day. And that's enough, because every relationship, however minor and possibly fleeting, has value. People who build great relationships treat every one of the relationships that way. That's a lesson I need to take heart to more often. If you want to read that, the link is there. If you want to go back to it and refer to it in the future. Each day we have the opportunity to make the world a better place by showing genuine interest in the others and helping them out as we go on our journey together. People can tell if you're really interested in them versus just having a conversation to get something out of it for yourself. If you show those around you that you care, that they will know if you like and trust, they will do business with you if they know you, like you, and trust you. And it'll be natural for them to do business with you. So I encourage you that over this next couple of weeks, that you look back at this every once in a while and think about those steps that you need to put in place in your life to make those habits of building extraordinary relationships in your personal life and in your business. I look forward to 2017 being an amazing year for the balloon industry and for your success in growing your business. If you need help in going on your goals to success, we have several coaching programs available, from group coaching to one-on-one coaching. And if you're just looking for an amazing time with great people and have always wanted to work with Balloons by Tommy, we have an opportunity for you again this summer in June, the 22nd through the 25th in Chicago. Details are on the website under PPP Workshop for ballooncoach.com. You do need to, however, be outside 65 miles from Tommy to be able to apply for the workshop. Type in your information there, and you can get great steps on how to interact with your clients, ways to do things on social media, and get to know the behind the scenes, how Tommy has grown his business and exceeded his goals every year for his financial growth. We look forward to seeing you in Chicago. If you have any questions about any of the services from Balloon Coach, just email me, joette@ballooncoach.com. Wishing you a wonderful day and lots of success in 2017.